up, y'all? It's me, Erika, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erika, and we are down here. I got to do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Honey, I went off on a tangent on that other video. Go watch it. I didn't talk about half of the things y'all wanted me to talk about because I got stuck on talking on that 21 Savage shit. But anyways, let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know that you stopped by. All right. So... okay, so they start off where they left off. Erika and Sutton are going back and forth at the table, right? They going back and forth at the table. And Erika tells Sutton, it was a good episode. Erika tells Sutton, would you like to get sued? And she said, Kyle said, well, girl, like, if that is the case, that does give credence to her the way that Sutton was feeling, right? The way it gives credence to how she felt about, you know, what's going to happen to me if I speak on any of this or if I'm around you. And she said, careful what you say about people who aren't here. First of all, Erika, you're really acting. You have just created Tom to be this, I can't remember where my keys are. I broke my ankle and my shoulder and twisted my neck 3 times. You have made him into that. Now, all of a sudden, Sutton is supposed to be scared of Tom because you scared of him to the point where you sitting up here defending him and not even saying anything. Let me tell you something. I'm with PK. I'm with PK. I'm with PK. I'm with PK. Let's go in order. In that situation, then we should all be scared. We should all be scared because they was going back and forth at that table. We should all be scared if you threatening to sue her. I did not like the fact that they were trying to make it seem like Sutton was the only one who had the problem. We have already said that. They were saying that's a threat. Sutton was like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. You are not going to be able to threaten me. I'm out of here. Sutton gets up. She tries to leave. Kathy doesn't want her to leave because it looks really bad when that happens at a party. As a hostess, you know, it looks bad. So she don't want to look bad, I'm sure, Kathy Hilton. And you notice she didn't show up to Garcelle's house and didn't call her to tell her that she wasn't going to show up either, bitch. She said, is that a threat? No, before that, when they were sitting at the table, Erika goes, I'm about to lose my shit on all of y'all. I'm about to lose my shit on all of y'all. And Garcelle said, no. And then Kathy was like, take a breath. Bitch, was trying to pull her together. Pull your shit together because you're not about to go off on anybody in here. Someone's like, are you threatening me? Am I going to wake up with a horse in my bed? Shout out to the Godfather. Am I going to wake up with a motherfucking horse in my bed? Like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? But I'm not going to deal with these threats. So she was like, no, I promised you. I didn't threaten you. I promised you, girl. Sutton gets up. She said, I'm not used to this hood shit. I'm not used to this ghetto shit y'all got going on over here with your caviar pie and your $950 fucking candlesticks. I gotta go. I'm not used to this shit. She's threatening me. Are you kidding? Sutton was, when I tell you Sutton was livid. She was so mad. She was like, no. When she got outside, she was, I don't want to hear it. She was like, I don't want to hear it. Sutton was so mad. You know a person is mad. Listen, I've done this before. When you talking and you gotta close your eyes so you can get every fuck. I don't want any distractions. I gotta get every word. I gotta close my eyes because I don't want anybody to say anything. Sutton was so pissed, and so she was mad at the word liar. I'm not a liar. So then they showed like other excerpts of her getting upset. Her going off on Teddy. Her going off on Elaine Davison. You beast. When she was going off on her. And then Kyle says, it bothers me, girl. Kyle says, it bothers me to see her intimidated by Erika because I think Erika's bark is worse than her bite. Kyle is such a dickhead. Like, Kyle, that's literally you. Like, are you, like, that's why I feel like, why are you literally saying that? Like, you can't think that. Like, you're just saying that. There's no way that you can say that knowing that that is literally how all of you all are moving. And you let her intimidate her, and then like are pushing her to talk, but you're not talking and saying what you said. And you're pushing Sutton out there, like, go talk to her, go talk to her, go talk to her, and don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. Okay, bitch, well, why don't you come up here and say what you said? But you won't do that. And just like Sutton said, and like I said, y'all want the answers to the questions, but y'all too chicken shit to ask the questions. Y'all too chicken shit to ask the questions. Garcelle and Renna, they sitting at Garcelle's house. They said Renna brought Garcelle pasta. Not pasta, pasta sauce. She bought her pasta sauce. And Lisa Renna was acting like she was so drunk that she didn't remember what happened the night before. That's possible, but she was engaging in conversation, even to the point when Sutton left, she got up and said, "I'm sorry, Erika." Again, sorry. Why are you sorry to Erika for Sutton saying what y'all all think? Now, Renna, I'm going to give you a little room, but don't act like you didn't remember what was happening that night. I didn't remember. Her glasses her shades was fucking dope. Lisa Renna shades were sickening. Do you hear me? Sickening. You didn't stick up for me at any time, Garcelle says. And basically, Lisa Renna said, I didn't stick up for you because I didn't disagree with what Dorit said. And then she says, I saw the jabs. You expect me to stand up for you? And then she say, bitch, please. Really? Really, Lisa Renna, your friend of 20 years? Really? Let me tell you something. If I was Garcelle and I saw that little clip in that interview of Lisa saying you wanted me to stick up for you and bitch please, I would not be cool with you after that. Long handle spoon for you. And that's how far we gonna be from each other. Because that was whack. That was whack. You really think she's taking jabs at Dorit? Is she fucking with Dorit? Or she just saying what she wants to say? I feel like that Garcelle's and Sutton's directness, their ability to be direct, I feel like these women don't like that. I feel like these women are more comfortable with talking behind each other's backs and then acting like they're concerned and supporting you when you're there, right? Because Kyle's been saying a lot of shit in her interviews. They've been saying a lot of shit, and we can see how PK and them are talking, right? Everybody has their shit to say, but y'all pushing Sutton and saying that Sutton is intimidated and that Sutton is afraid to say something to Erika. It's really y'all. It's really y'all. We can both do better. And she said, I feel like you're nitpicking at me, so I'm going to nitpick at you. You didn't say thank you after your birthday party, and you didn't say thank you, and you didn't say thank you after we brought you the sauce. Let me tell you something. I have a pet peeve. I remember my father's partner used to do this. She would give out of the kindness of her heart and then get upset when somebody didn't thank her 5,000 times. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like if you are really giving something from your heart and the person says thank you, you're not continuously asking or seeking. What are you looking for? What? A sticker next? Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to kiss you? Like, what's next? Like, I don't like for people to want someone to thank them over and over and over again. Like, I'm gonna call you now and thank you. Girl, what? So that's what Lisa was saying that Garcelle didn't do. What do y'all think about that? I don't like for people to be like, please thank me 1,000 times. Girl, what did you do it for? Did you do it out of the kindness of your heart, or did you do it to be praised and thanked 1,000 times? What did you do it for? What did you do it for? I don't get that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyways, she said thank you right then and there. She said, I thanked you when you guys dropped off the sauce. Well, you could have called after, maybe after you. Oh, girl, shut up. You just coming up with anything. So Sutton has a private jewelry at Bonham's Jewelry Store. Is that what it's called? And they have a private viewing. They're looking at $215,000 earrings and rings. They ended up buying a ring. I think I didn't see the price tag on Kyle's ring, but the price tag on Sutton's ring was $3,500. And she was like, "Oh, let's get this." So they start having their conversation and talking. She said, "I didn't like for you guys telling me that I should say more." And she said, "I didn't want you to be two-faced." And she was like, "Well, how was I being two-faced?" Because I was saying every single thing that I said. And she was like, "No, you weren't. You were not." And then she said, she just kept talking. And Sutton said, "You talk too much like Dorit." And she just started walking away. She just started walking away. And then she was like, "I'm just being honest. I'm being honest with you." And she says, "My ex-husband used to tell me what to do. I don't like for people to tell me what to do. I was doing what I wanted to do." Like, they were really like pushing her, like, "Son, do that." Like, that was, it was weird. It was weird because it's like, to me, like, I don't know, because like stuff like that, I could not do it. Like, cause I would be like, "Listen, no, wait. Like everything y'all trying to do, stop." Because let me tell you something, Erika, Dorit, please share with Erika what you said at your house. Go ahead and share with her, because I don't want to say what you said. Since y'all want me to say what I said, I will say what I said, but I want everyone else to have an opportunity to say what they said. Go ahead, Dorit. I wouldn't have said nothing. You wouldn't have been out. When I tell you, I would have backed all them hoes off of me. And then you gonna call me two-faced? And y'all sitting up here with no face? Because y'all too chicken shit to look at the bitch in her face? Y'all literally did that. And then you want to, like, literally call Sutton two-faced. Like, are you, like, literally, I would be like, "Are you serious right now? Like, is this a joke?" Because I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that this is happening. She's like, "You guys are the ones who are afraid of Erika. You're afraid of Erika. I have said more things to her than anyone in this group would ever say." That's what she said, "because y'all are scared of her." "We're not scared of her." "Yes, you are. Because why were you trying to push me?" Because I'm the type of person, I'm like, let's break this all the way down. We're going to break it all the way down. We're going to break it all the way down. Why you didn't tell her what you were saying? Why were you trying to push me? Like, I'm asking questions. Why did you do what you did to me? Right? No, you were trying to get me to do what? To step up to Erika. Why you didn't step up to Erika? Why? Why wasn't me to be the sacrifice? Go. Like, we going for the hunter, what is it called? The Hunger Games? Go, you go. I'll do it. And everybody else standing back. Girl, y'all stupid. Y'all get on my nerves. And she says, "I feel like if you weren't acting so scared, she wouldn't have been so aggressive." Y'all be saying that Candace Dillard Bassett is aggressive. Y'all be saying she's doing all this stuff. Do you see how Erika Jane was literally snarling like a fucking rabid werewolf? She was in there like fucking Cujo. Literally foaming at the mouth. This is a woman whose husband is being accused of taking money from people, and you in here snarling at me because I told you I don't believe 100% of what you're saying, because every time you tell a story it's different, and you giving bits and pieces and leaving stuff out and then sharing it 5 years later, 3 years later, and you sitting up here snarling at me and threatening me and telling me I would get sued if I keep talking to you. Are you serious right now? But Candace, you see how some women are able to act complete fools, threaten people, snarl at people, be like literally the definition of aggression? And a person doing this and twirling around is seen as reckless. Someone talking reckless. Do you see? Y'all don't see it? Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. PK and Dorit have date night. PK is offended by Erika's social media. She got her legs in the air. That's not the right message to send. He said, she said, well, what PK is like, he is being accused, or he had, no, PK said he stole money from people. He's explaining it. And Dorita's like, allegedly. And he's like, no. It ain't alleged. What's alleged is that he lost his mind. And all of a sudden, he don't know what to do. This man who was so spry, all of a sudden, he's so confused, flying off cliffs and shit, and breaking ankles and bones, being unconscious for 12 hours. And did you hear the next story for next season? What did he do? Break his neck, or somebody's car flipped over 12 times. Who was that? Her son? Who is she talking about? Child, a mess. And he said, I have never seen a worse response to something like this. He says, what she should have done is immediately, like I said last week, as the wealthy wife of this wealthy lawyer, prestigious lawyer, you should have stood up and said, I do not agree with any, like literally stood up and spoke against your husband. Because that was the moment to do that. And then, they try and explain, well, she's working, she's doing lingerie. I think she's a Fenty ambassador, if I'm not mistaken. And he was like, listen, I went through a bankruptcy of almost $1 billion. And come on. And I did not act like this. If I would have approached that situation and acted like I didn't care, and then the captions are really like, and the people have said it, right? The victims have said they can't stand seeing her flaunt her wealth and all of this stuff. And you're still doing all of this? PK was not having it. He was like, these people had the opportunity to have money that would have changed their lives. And she has her legs in the air. I said, PK, get her ass. Get her. I agree with PK. I totally agree with PK. What do y'all think? Erika could do whatever the hell she wants to. It's the optics for me. And then he even said it. Any crisis manager would have told her, we're rebranding. This Erika Jayne shit gotta go. Erika Jayne was this opulent, flamboyant, over the top, wealthy entity. Girl, that's a wrap. Change the image. We're getting that out of here. Leave it alone. The image that you want to uphold, where we're looking at the money that was used to fund this image that you're trying to uphold, was taken from people. Come on, Erika. Like, come on. Like, literally, come on. Anyway, so they have the Haitian meal at Garcelle's house. Haitian night. And Garcelle looked beautiful. Talking about this old thing, she came down. She looked beautiful. They had a bet to say Dorit was going to show up last. Dorit took that as a dig. It wasn't a dig. You do show up last to make an entrance so everybody can see your outfit. But this time she showed up second. Lisa Rinna showed up first. Sutton gets there. I thought it was a funny joke where she was like, let me pay you the bet, because they bet on Dorit being late. Or not being late, but being the last one. Well, being the last one and late, I think they said. And so Dorit took the money. She was like, give it to charity, right? It was a little joke, because remember when Kyle said Garcelle didn't pay the money or whatever. So they're having the meal. We find out, I didn't know Dorit was Moroccan and Israeli. So she said, unlike the rest of you, where you guys lied and said your ancestors were coming to the Americas to get spices, we actually use spices in our house. Y'all don't. So what y'all used to, like Lisa Rinna, you used to the fried onions in a canister, the little cardboard canister in the aisle, and green beans. That's what you're used to, Lisa. Raisins and the carrot slaw. Is that what you're used? We weren't a fish people. Yeah, you was probably a meatloaf people, huh? Girl, I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I always cringe when you bring a whole bunch of white people around, like any other ethnicity, any other cuisine. They act like shit is spicy. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. It's so annoying. It's like, how are you so, anyways, well, we know what the real story is, because your ancestors were not coming for spices, because y'all be like, oh my God, this mayonnaise is so spicy. Dorit says she likes spices, cause honey, we come from the spice central, okay? Well, that's where my people's is from. Spice Central, you hear me? She was like, I think that's why PK fell in love with me. She started to tell that PK story. Kaya was like, everybody was looking at her like, girl, everybody, you're a long-winded girl, honey. You're long-winded. Everybody knows they're not here for it or whatever. But when Garcelle says it, it's a problem. When everybody knows that you talk too much. Anyways, Rena was saying that she didn't really like the food. They had a lavender creme brulee, which, that I want to taste that. That sounds good. Anyway, so they get on when Sutton said that what's her name was a friend. Right? She said she was a friend, and Kyle was like, "Are you talking to me like friend? Like that's me?" She was like, "Yes." Bitch. Yes, because y'all really moving sideways. So Sutton ends up apologizing for that because she was like, what did she say? I believe that you're my friend, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do air quotes with you. So then they start talking about Kyle's yellow Gucci pants and how they really liked her yellow. We like bright colors and stuff like that. And those yellow Gucci pants that you wore, I've been trying to look for them. And then Erika's like, what yellow Gucci pants? I ain't seen no yellow Gucci pants. And they were like, oh, girl, that was when we met without you at Dorit's house. We met without you. And, yeah, that's when Kyle had on the pants. Girl, sorry you missed it, but we was talking about you. And, Erika and Sutton did not engage with each other at all. Dorit and Erika and Rena end up leaving. Lisa Rinna is so fake. Yeah, I'm gonna leave too. You're so fake. If I was Garcelle, I would not fuck with you. And that's just like, I would not fuck with you, girl. We would be like Sutton and Erika, cordial, and that's it. And it was funny how Crystal was explaining, like after Dorit, Erika, and Rinna left, Kyle, Sutton, and Crystal stayed, right, with Garcelle, and they were talking. And Crystal was saying that, like, literally, I think it was Crystal and Kyle, that Erika is expecting an apology. And even Sutton was like, bitch, expecting an apology. The one you need to be apologizing to is the people your husband took money from. Bitch, how can you expect an apology out of me? Like, are you, like, I do not think that Sutton owes Erika an apology at all. Like, at all. I don't think she does. Do y'all think she owes her an apology? I don't think she does. I don't. She says, I felt like I was pushed into the conversation, and I just wanted you to be honest in the moment. She said, I said everything I needed to say. Crystal says that she's not happy and there's no path to resolve. They were like, it's uncomfortable. Kyle was saying it's uncomfortable to have, a small intimate friend group and two people not talk. And she was like, it would be phony if they were talking. It would be phony if they were talking. They're being cordial. They're not saying anything. They're not fighting. They're not arguing. They're just not speaking to each other. And then she was like, no one wants to hang out and be phony. That's what Crystal was saying. So what do y'all think? Because that was really pretty much the end of the episode. What do y'all think about everything? I really think that Sutton is correct to me in everything. I don't feel like Sutton misstepped anywhere. I do not feel that Sutton, I feel like Sutton had a legitimate concern. When she found out that it shouldn't be a concern, she said she softened her point of view. But then she also said, I do feel like she's not 100%. And the fact that Erika wants this blind loyalty, and then you're sitting up here foaming at the mouth at me, and then you're going to turn around and expect an apology? Like, it's the audacity for me. You are on the other side of a lawsuit where your husband was taking money from people, victims who lost a lot, and you're going to get upset because someone is a little bit apprehensive, a little bit cautious about being around you. And every time you tell a story, there's another detail that you conveniently left out a few years back. And I'm supposed to believe you 100%, and I can't tell you that I don't believe 100% of what you're telling us. And you want me to apologize to you. When white women argue with each other, it is so funny because it's like they exercise their privilege with each other. And you literally are asking Sutton for an apology because she called you a liar. So my question to Erika would be, the stories that you're telling us, are they 100% the truth? Okay. Should I believe 100% of what you're saying and you're on the other side of somebody being a thief? Your husband is a thief and you want me to believe 100% of what you're saying because we're friends? And I just met you, what, last year? And you want to sit there and snarl at me and threaten to sue me? And you want me to apologize to you? Girl, Sutton said I ain't with that hood shit. I ain't used to shit like this. Girl, bye. We gonna see what's gonna happen next week, y'all. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let me know what you think. I feel like I rushed through that. It was a lot going on at that dinner party. I tried to wrap it up. Take care of each other. We'll see each other in the comments. Peace.